Hello there. Let's think of our time together today as a nice, warm chat, almost like you've just stepped into the office of a family doctor who's been at this for about 30 years. We're going to lean on the wisdom of Dr. Henry Williams to talk about two things that are on a lot of our minds after 60, blood pressure and blood sugar. So, pull up a chair. Let's get started, shall we?
Right out of the gate, let's just get this straight. This is not about a stressful chase for perfection. Not at all. It's about finding a rhythm, creating these gentle, steady routines that your body can actually rely on. You know? It's an approach that's built on being kind to yourself, not putting yourself under more pressure.
So with that gentle mindset really front and center, let's dive into the first big principle of this whole approach. It's a really simple idea, but honestly, it's so powerful. It's the foundation for pretty much everything else we're going to talk about.
You know, this just flies in the face of all that go hard or go home health advice we're constantly bombarded with. But after 60, the game changes. It's really not about pushing your body to its absolute limits anymore. It's about showing up for it calmly and regularly.
And this slide just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? On one side, you've got steady wins, a nice, pleasant 15-minute walk most days, and regular balanced meals that you actually enjoy. But on the other side, intensity backfires. That's trying to do some brutal workout once a week that just leaves you sore and miserable, or getting stuck in that awful cycle of starving yourself and then binging. The steady way builds you up. The intense way just leads to burnout.
So if consistency is the secret sauce, it really helps to understand the question, why do things change so much after 60? And this is so important because if your numbers are starting to creep up, I need you to hear this. It is not a personal failing. It's just biology. And understanding the why can get rid of a whole lot of unnecessary worry.
This slide breaks it down so well. Think of your blood vessels when you're young. They're like a flexible garden hose. After 60, they can become a little more like a stiff branch. And that's exactly why that gentle daily movement is so key. It encourages that flexibility. In the same way, our body's ability to use insulin can go down a bit, and we don't process things like salt quite as efficiently. These are just natural shifts that happen over time.
And let's just quickly clear up this key term, insulin sensitivity. All it really means is that our body's cells get a little bit worse at using the key, which is insulin, to unlock the door and let sugar in for energy. So because of that, the sugar can end up hanging around in our bloodstream a little longer than we'd like. But managing this, well, it all comes back to supporting our body with that steady, reliable routine.
All right, so we've talked about the why, and now we get to the really good stuff, the how. This is the practical game plan. These are the simple, totally doable things you can start weaving into your day-to-day life to create that supportive rhythm we've been talking about.
These three right here, they're the pillars. Think of them as the three legs of a stool. You need all three for good balance. Taking your medication around the same time every day, that creates a smooth road for your body, not a bumpy one. Eating regular meals prevents those wild sugar spikes and crashes. And that gentle daily movement just keeps the engine humming along. It's all about creating a predictable, calm environment that your body can trust.
Now, when we talk about food, I want you to erase any idea of a strict, boring diet. That's not what this is about. It's about nourishment. Think beautiful, colorful veggies, lean protein, hearty whole grains, and water. Staying hydrated is huge. Even being a little dehydrated can mess with your numbers. Here's a great tip. Taste your food before you reach for the salt. Try playing around with herbs, garlic, lemon juice for flavor. And all of this is part of just being mindful, which also means checking in on your feet and your eyes, because they can give you early clues about how your body's doing.
Okay, let's shift gears a little bit. Because what if I told you that some of the most powerful medicine out there has absolutely nothing to do with pills or your diet? Seriously. The state of your mind, your stress levels, they play an enormous role in your physical health.
Let's just tackle this head on. When you see that number pop up on the monitor and it's higher than you want it to be, what's that first feeling? For so many of us, it's a wave of anxiety or frustration. We feel like we failed. But what if we looked at it in a totally different way? This is such a critical shift in thinking. Those numbers are not there to judge you. They are not a grade on a report card. They are simply information. They're like little guideposts on a road trip, just gently telling you that you might need to make a small adjustment. You know, maybe drink an extra glass of water, or take a 5-minute walk, or just think about how you slept last night. That's all.
And this is where the real magic happens. Getting enough sleep, that isn't a luxury, it's medicine. It can literally lower your blood pressure. Taking just a few moments to sit and breathe deeply or listen to a song you love can calm your whole system down. And connecting with people you care about, calling a friend, seeing your family, that is one of the most powerful stress reducers on the planet.
Okay, as we start to wrap things up, let's focus on the single most important person on your healthcare team. And that person is you. This last part is all about feeling empowered to be an active, confident partner in your own well-being.
Please never, ever forget this. You are the expert on your own body. You live in it 24/7. If something doesn't feel right or you don't understand why you're taking a certain medication, you have to speak up. You deserve clear answers and to be treated with respect. Your questions are not a bother, they're essential.
So let's just be crystal clear about what the real goal is here. As you can see, it is not perfection. It's not about having perfect numbers every single day. It's about finding a comfortable balance. It's about feeling good. It's about having the freedom to enjoy your mornings, to enjoy your meals, to enjoy the people you love, and all those little things that make life worth living.
And let's end with this thought right here. You have worked hard to get to this chapter of your life. You've earned it, and you absolutely deserve to enjoy it. By building these gentle, steady habits, you're not just managing a few numbers, you're giving yourself the incredible gift of a calmer heart and more freedom to live your life to the fullest. Please, take good care